we now moved on to what we call the Freedom Park Proclamation, in which we notify the global community that matters have come to where we are going to have to, save ourselves from death. And it was from there that we moved on to the constitutional force majeure of December 16, 2020. That constitutional force majeure is an ongoing thing until it gets to its destination. That is, it is designed to wind down and wind up the operation of the 1999 Constitution, to terminate the union of death that it had imposed on all sides, to also provide the framework for working out peacefully the replacements, which will be in 2 stages, in which people will be voting in the first stage in referendum to recommit to a union, because the collapse of that constitution is the end of the union anchored on it. Anybody who doesn't understand this should go and ask Awalu Yadudu, the quota professor, that raised alarm in middle of 2020 that that action of force majeure was going to compromise, that was going to unhinge the legal basis of the Federation of Nigeria. Awalu Yadudu that processed that constitution for the military, for the Absalom Abaka, who was, he used to be, what's it called, Abacha's chief legal advisor. Awalu Yadudu, to tell us when we say we have defeated the 1999 Constitution, Awalu Yadudu got wind of the constitutional force majeure before it was activated. He went to the media. Guardian newspaper reported, I'm sure if somebody researches, they will find it. Guardian newspaper reported that Professor Awalu Yadudu, the chief midwife of the 1999 Constitution, did raise alarm that if this constitutional force majeure thing is allowed to go, he was hoping that government could go and stop the people, the owners of the land, from exercising their sovereignty. He was saying that if that constitutional force majeure was allowed to go on, that it will unhinge the legal basis of the Federation of Nigeria. I'm reporting to you now as co-convener of that NINAS with a whole number of people. You saw their names in the advertorial we took when we put out the 128 statesmen cutting across the length and breadth of this alliance territory. I report to you today that that force majeure was rolled out. It has met all the objectives. The consultations that needed to be done had been done. All of the preparations that had to be done in one place or the other are in place. And the legal basis of the Federation of Nigeria stands unhinged. And that brings us to the point where we now begin to ask what will happen. We are not anarchists, and therefore in that force majeure, we also made provision for the transition. We say, look, those in government house are not our problem at all. It is the constitution by which our lives are being ruined that we are quarreling with. That's what we've been working to dislodge. And we've come to the point where there's consensus to get rid of it. The few people that gather to swear to defend and uphold that constitution, waving one party flag or the other, are just